games in Asia. What a set we have had tonight already. World Elite versus OMG. OMG just made that look easy, didn't they, Frost?
Pretty much a picture-flawless performance from them. I think there was one overextension from Cool that actually allowed for those 3 kills, but otherwise, spot on. I want to emphasize, OMG did not take the Baron bait, they went for the tower. That in itself is a meta change for China.
So you could have said they played it cool.
Yeah, something like that. MVP is going to go over to San. Obviously, a fantastic performance on his Lucian. Didn't do so well in the lane phase, to be expected, but came out huge and swinging in that first dragon fight. Although I feel like Drug should have been the MVP.
Honestly, that entire team played like MVPs. That was incredible work. Drug did amazing, setting up big picks, got going, and got huge. And then, of course, we can't forget about Cool in the mid lane. He really did a fantastic job for those late game team fights. The Mega Inferno Bombs came up big.
I was so on point with that. Again, I want to stress the decision from OMG to gank the teleport, knowing that Xiaomei would try to play the map pressure game to speed up the pace of the game and not allow World Elite to get that slow pace time for Wei Xiao to focus, to carry, to make the shot calls from the bottom lane. Again, picture perfect from OMG. That said, this is a 2-set. We are in the 2nd set, so World Elite does have a chance to strike back.
We have seen historically that these sets tend to split a little bit. The last time these teams played each other back in week 2, that is exactly what happened. And of course, OMG, everyone's always a little bit worried. When are they going to start tilting? Well, they played fantastically this game. If the picks and bans go similarly, I would expect them to rock and roll their way to a 2-0.
I can't expect the picks and bans to go similarly though. Again, I talked about the Lee Sin ban. People have been trying to target out Allen's champion pool since his revert back from support to jungle, thinking that it would be weak, but he's found a lot of success across the board. Lee Sin, a very big comfort pick for him, but mostly he's been playing Jarvan recently. The fact that they would ban the Lee Sin over the Jarvan and give that away freely, I think was the #1 mistake.
Seems like they didn't quite do the research, but they won't make that mistake twice. World Elite isn't still high in the standings without reason. They have played fantastically overall, despite Axine not really ever getting to that point where he can 100-0 someone on Rengar. He tried to play the tank Rengar build, and it just didn't really work out for him. I think they've got a lot more tricks up their sleeves for game number 2.
I would hope so. We'll see what they do to switch it up this time around. I would imagine that Rengar will not be making a second appearance.
I don't think Lulu will either. That top lane Lulu seemed pretty underwhelming.
Yeah, the top lane Lulu was pretty bad. Gragas is such a priority pick for both these teams right there. Going just showed his Gragas flare, but Xiaomei, very well known. I think other than Yongsu, was the 2nd player in LPL to pick it up and found a lot of success there.
It really has been coming into its own in a lot of other regions, including this one. But guys, we'll be getting into this game very soon. OMG players on your screen right now. They are rocking and rolling so far. 1 game up, and they are keeping it as cool as they possibly can. These guys love to control it, and that is very unusual for a Chinese team, and there's a reason why they're at top of the standings right now.
Look at how sweaty Xiaomei is. I wonder if it's like super hot in the stadium. I saw that they had, I thought they were humidifiers behind the players. They could actually be fans.
Well, that's he's sweating because of how much he got chased down by Gragas last game. Going is scary to face off against.
Oh, definitely. Looking at Cool now, though. See if he retains his Cool. Obviously, a good performance on Ziggs, although he's got a huge champion pool, a lot of depth there. We've seen
they prioritized.
Yeah, he's got great performances from Twisted Fate, Xerath, Ziggs, Zed.
A lot of Zs. A lot of Z champions in League of Legends. So there's Going. He's focusing intensely. Yeah, what do they do this time? OMG has a really, really interesting set of strategies.
They target Going. I would think that Xiaomei at least needs to pick something that can stand toe-to-toe against the Gragas top.
World Elite, yeah.
I would take away Jarvan, although it looks like, okay, Lee Sin's going to be banned away from Axine this time around, so not going to give that one away.
And cast in. Pretty much standard fare. Ninja and Cool not going to be able to play that one. Going out through the pipe now, OMG has themselves another ban. What do they target out? It's Rengar. Interesting choice.
Targeting Axine's jungle pool.
I think they identified a weak point there, considering how little of an impact he had last game.
Lulu is going to get banned away this time, so they're not going to see either Going or Cool on it. Jack's also banned away from Xiaomei.
Obligatory. It's one of his favorite champions, yeah.
I feel like they're setting up to take the Gragas first pick.
I think they're looking for it, and that means they might ban it out. That leaves a lot of things on the table, though. Braum's still available right now.
Leaves Braum, Jarvan, Lucian, Kog'Maw.
Ah, that's the Gragas ban. There we go.
Are they going to prioritize Jarvan and then force Axion into Evelynn? Or Elise?
Hard to say. I feel like
they could grab
Axion...
Ziggs here or Kog'Maw.
They go for Kale. This is free nerf. I feel like Going could definitely rock this.
Fits that repertoire of creating a lot of tension top lane that people are forced to respond to. There we go.
Yeah, that's surprising. I was thinking it was a little bit weird, so that's nice. That's prioritizing the mid lane, definitely playing to the strengths of their team comp. Or the comp that they are planning to get. But that does leave Kale open for Salme.
Yeah, Kog'Maw. Makes sense.
Ooh. Well, okay, Wei Xiao.
Utilizing the intervention for Kog'Maw, again, forcing all of that power and strength onto Wei Xiao is when World Elite exceeds. Cloud, though, gets his Thresh this time around.
Oh, yeah, and they really interestingly lock in that jungle Elise first off. I thought maybe they thought about something else. Yeah, go ahead.
You remember Doran's Blade Elise? Where she would
yes.
run to your red buff and kill you? Alan is the OG of that. He started that at Worlds. He's
that was him?
Yeah, he's a very well-known Elise player. I haven't seen it too much since kind of his return to jungle, but it used to be a very big pick for him. The aggression on Elise and that style of jungling was popularized by him.
Speaking of aggression, look at these all-in champs being locked in by World Elite right now. Axion on Jarvan and Conan on Leona?
I talked about kind of the formula that World Elite needs to use to win. Power on Wei Xiao. Wei Xiao plays a hyper carry. Check. Intervention. Check Kog'Maw. Kick Conan out of lane. Force him into a roam roll. Leona. Check. One of his better champions for that. Make sure Axion doesn't feed. Give him a tank jungler. We should see a utility style mid lane. Be that Jace. Be that... I guess he could try to go Xerath again. Orianna.
Xerath wouldn't be a terrible choice. I mean, it was a pretty even matchup in the mid for a while. And then the Aurelia lock-in for Going. Oh, that's going to be a bloody top lane.
Looking for the snowball there. He wants to fight toe-to-toe. See if Salme can stand up this time around. Ooh, Twisted Fate.
Ooh, he was thinking about it. He's got the summoners for it right now. Yeah, it's some big shoes to fill, too. I mean, this is a guy that came in to try to cover for Messiah, so Twisted Fate is tempting fate.
Oh, that's
And he does.
Okay. His first showing on Twisted Fate did not go to plan. We'll see. That said, the first time he played Twisted Fate, it was, I think they had just flown into China, literally 0 time to practice, and it was kind of, you know, we're on the stage for the first time, we've had yet to practice, we have language issues, communication issues, let's play Twisted Fate of all champions. Didn't show very well, so we'll see if this time around, maybe they've ironed things out. Again, you have the double teleport Twisted Fate gate with the Salme teleport, very well known for his split push Kale. See if they can maybe get that going.
Maybe they thought they should take a big gamble. Didn't work out for him. That's the one champion you do gamble with, though. I'll take Twisted Fate to Vegas.
I would have expected to see Jace. I was honestly really banking on that, especially with the Kog'Maw. The acceleration gate would have given a little bit more mobility to wiggle around.
That's a pretty accurate way to describe how Kog'Maw moves. Even though he's got legs, he does kind of wiggle.
And the fact that you're facing off against Cool on that Ziggs, who's going to diggity dumpster on Twisted Fate.
Oh yeah, that's
this is
part of the problem. Big time. And considering the composition that you see OMG going for, this is very, very pick-oriented.
But we'll see. World Elite definitely has a decent amount of their formula present for them this game. Again, playing off the back foot. It's already 1 to OMG, 0 to World Elite, but we're about to hit the Rift. This time around, World Elite on the blue side.
Yeah, this might give them a slight advantage, too, just because if the lane swap gets initiated by World Elite, they'll have really, really easy dragon control going over. Do you think the lane swap will go down?
Wei Xiao is, what's a polite way to say this? Arrogant, cocky, which he has good reason to be godfather of the AD carry. I expect people like Wei Xiao, like Name, like Uzi to force a 2v2 even when they have technically a losing matchup just because, you know, I'm Wei Xiao, I'm the godfather of AD carry, I know I can beat you head to head. Which, again, San weak in the lane phase, so I wouldn't be too surprised to see it, but I think the lane swap would benefit them more.
It looks pretty strong in the last match, but that might have been just because World Elite didn't...
It'll be a lane swap, and they'll kick Conan out of the lane and give Wei Xiao solo farm.
Yeah, if that happens, that wouldn't be too out there. But so far, they're just going line of scrimmage, and three-man bush camping. Right now, you can see Son maybe going to be up in the top lane this time, so it will be OMG maybe doing the lane swap.
See if they have possibly a delayed invade.
Maybe an early invade. Axine bails out. I see you guys. I got my flag out there.
I
I'm
think
just gonna chase him away.
scouting for the lane swap. If they're gonna go this deep for wards, although Drug.
Oh, he's going deep for something. Drug flashes just to get an auto attack off. That seems like a waste.
Yep, there we go. With that ward, that's what they're looking for. They're looking for the lane swap. They expect Wei Xiao to be in the top lane. So Son and Cloud looking to face off.
Now they're pinging out, go to back just for a moment. So this pretty much tips off Wei Xiao, and he's like, all right, that's the way you want to play it.
He's got to pick a very peculiar route if he wants to get into his lane without being spotted out.
He's making his way that way, zigzagging. Seeing out in mid lane right now, there's Cool there already taking his place. So it looks like it will be a little bit more of a standard start as everyone takes a break from all the craziness.
Son and Cloud waiting in the mid lane, trying to see if Wei Xiao will show his face, trying to predict this lane swap. Looks like everyone's going to guess correctly, though. It's going to be a 2v2 in the bottom. Though with that red buff ward, they know that it's Corki Thresh in the bottom lane. Are they swinging back towards top?
Looks like they're going for collapse on Cool right now. Very strange. Okay, now they go back for it.
Swinging.
Yeah, now they are. They just made it very obvious that they were swinging. This does give an advantage to OMG though. Really
definitely.
Quickly.
Getting to their lanes earlier, getting that free XP, getting the wave push there. Wei Xiao wasting a lot of time kind of waddling up there. The fact that Aurelia should be able to get level 2 relatively easily without much assistance from her team. Trying to deny as much EXP as possible.
Aurelia actually going for an early back there. Canceling. Okay, that makes a little more sense. So Conan with the Jungle Buddy system coming out, and you also have Salmei clearing out their own jungle. So they're going really greedy here to get the extra XP onto Wei Xiao. But here comes Conan back now. And they might want to all in on going for just a second. But that's okay. He speeds away.
He was trying to pull a sneaky cola, like what we saw Ackerman do in the Dignitas game. He was trying to sneak up into that bush to just stand there and soak up free EXP, but Wei Xiao was like, I know this game.
Yeah, nothing new for these guys. Doesn't phase them at all. Meanwhile, Cool try to poke out and avoid the gold cards. Woo, Ninja going forward on it. He flashes, but the gold card will connect. Unfortunately, the rotation from Salmei and Axine doesn't quite get there in time.
Good job, though. Good attempt. Got the flash, so, you know, flash for
That's
walking
worth.
through.
That's very worth. Whoa, Ninja. That's a satchel charge in your face.
Lane's otherwise very calm. Let's see what Cloud's going to do, if he's going to head up to that top lane. Yep, okay, so they're going to leave Son down there by himself. This is where I expected Wei Xiao to be, and where I guarantee he wants to be, but unfortunately can't be left alone. It's now going to be Aurelia Thresh versus Leona Kog'Maw.
Yeah, the Kog'Maw, Leona, I don't know how confident you are going into it, but you definitely want a little bit of help. Conan is going to provide that, but going. He's just like 1-2 going in Blade Surge on these minions. Drug there now as well. They want to make something happen. Cloud's here around the side. They won't be able to get there in time to make any moves, but Axine now going to join the party. So it will be a 3v3 if Worldly want to take this. They don't know it yet on the side of OMG, though. Oh, now they do. He's in a bush with a ward.
I was going to say, he has the Spiderling as well. I don't know, Wei Xiao.
Oh, what are you doing there? We're going to have Axine moving down towards the mid side now as Son duels it out with Salmei. I love the solo experience game. It's definitely going to help him get a little more ahead and get to where Son really likes to shine. Phosphorus Bomb going to land on that Kale. No 6 available. Ninja's getting taken low. And that was an Ignite already spent. Excuse me, not Ignite. It looked like he was on fire. Just exploded on.
But this is what we expected, and the #1 issue with this mid lane. Axine's going to have to camp it very hard. This is not a winning matchup. Never mind the fact that it's Ninja versus Cool, but Twisted Fate versus Ziggs, he's already going to have a hard time there.
He picked into it, too. It's very weird. It must have something to do with what they want to do later in the game. Maybe they'll be running that Twisted Fate backline engage, Zanya's Hourglass combo.
Well, Wordly is very good at playing map pressure if they get to. Of course, OMG did a great job speeding up the game, and now Drug finds the...
They're going deep for the chase. He doesn't get the cocoon off, but still, this is some seriously dedicated chasing. They're giving up experience in the top only to pick up a Wraith camp. That's a win for World Elite.
Just forcing their pressure across the map, though. Although now we see a little bit of a rotation towards this mid. I think Ninja knows what's up, though. Doing a good job playing back.
Both teams definitely trying to set up picks early on right now, and they're just not panning out.
That burst damage.
Oh yeah, San is going to get some massive leveling on Wei Zhao, but they're about the same in farm right now. So Conan, even though he's hand-holding, it's still working out pretty well for him. San pretty close to 6. Whoa, don't step in the phosphorus bomb, Xiaomei. He's not got 6 available. This could be really dangerous if he sticks around, but he's able to heal up.
Things slowing down as we look across the board.
Yeah, but Cloud wants to make him sped back up again. Oh, that's the time for Ninja to bail out. Sees the Thresh coming around the side. Drug is really making moves to try and make something happen, but this is such a conservative game from World Elite. 2v1 still going on in the top side. Just going, says, I can take this. It's perfectly okay. He's got a lot more farm, too, than Sao Mei, considering he's only having to deal with the 1v1.
We talk about the aggression of Drug, specifically on his Elise before the game, like you said. Trying so hard to make something happen, but night and day from what happened last game, hasn't been able to find the successful early ganks. Cloud now rejoining up with San in the bot lane.
Massive level difference, though, as San got 6. Cloud's only 3 still. That was what happens when you roam a lot.
And nothing really paid off for them, so we'll see if World Elite's able to take any sort of small advantage off of this, whether they try to snowball this into a dragon fight later down the road, or they try to find some skirmish with a level mismatch.
Oh, hey, Wei Zhao's doing that strategy now. Going doesn't know he's here, but he could go for it. If he finds out, oh, he reveals. But Going says, okay.
He was trying to bait him to engage with the Blade Surge since Conan was coming up the river. Very smart mind game right there.
Yeah, Going very controlled when he wants to be. This is what one of the things that's impressing me so much about OMG is they have such control. They don't take the bait like other teams do.
Very smart right now. Although
San.
with this bot tower going down relatively quickly, that's going to open up a lot of map control on the side of OMG for that bottom dragon. And effectively, World Elite isn't in position to answer that at all. It's not like they have much damage put down onto that top tower. They're not in a position to mow it down. So for right now, global gold left unanswered.
Yeah, and they get a little bit more pressure and control over this side of the dragon. That's a really nice move by OMG. They keep themselves in a slightly advantageous position, although Axine pulling off a sneaky blue steal right now. Should be able to take it down, but they're really not getting anything for these little moves that they're making right now. And OMG just running the map a little better. The reverse blue steal going to go down. Drug should have no trouble taking that one out as well. And Cool might give this over to him, actually. Yeah, it looks like he will.
I think this is going to be a rotation into a dragon right now, just because, yep, Axine has just been spotted on the other side of the map.
Oh yeah, they should start this up nice and easy. Pinging for it. Cool says, okay, I'll sustain here in the mid lane. You guys go ahead and start that up. 3-man, only 2-man dragon actually right now. Cloud and Drug, where did it? Yeah, there's San, completely disappeared.
Well, San was acting as the mobile ward, although we do have Xiaomei kind of poking his head. Yep, they're going to go
Oh no,
stage.
The plan is foiled, guys. Retreat. They'll do it another time, I suppose. OMG, yeah, they really don't take any unnecessary chances, do they?
It's a very controlled and very practiced game right now. The fact that they didn't fall for the Baron last game, instead they used the Baron as the bait for the tower objective, I think is very telling of what they're trying to do with this set, although now Cloud caught out.
Yeah, Axine finds he has an opportunity. Ninja coming around the side with the gold card. This might be all she wrote for Cloud as he's on the wrong side of the map and he goes down for first blood over to Ninja.
Exactly the type of game that World Elite want to play. Stalled it out, waited for an advantage that they clearly had, acted on it.
That's why he's called Axine.
We'll see if they're able to do anything with it, though.
Yeah, now Drug might get caught by Axine as well. Ninja's around the side. Oh, Drug's pretty low. Has to spend his flash, and he's not going to be able to get away from that one. Repel. He's got nowhere to go. Mega Inferno Bomb going to connect on everybody, but they're all pretty low. The 1v3 now engages is Cool. Thinks about it really hard, and he decides to push on to Ninja anyways. Teleport in for Going. Blade Surge, not enough to finish him off, and the ult won't either. One more bouncing bomb. He dodges it out, staying alive. Ninja will finally go down on the chase, but it's an answered 1-for-1. A lot of summoners burned in that one.
Good job from World Elite, but even a better job from Going to get the return teleport on that to help even out that trade. See if they can now transition this into a dragon. Team is collapsing.
Wei Zhao's here. This isn't going to be the easiest dragon if they go for it, and they're really thinking long and hard. I think OMG says, we're going to back off for now, try to give ourselves a little bit more time to do this. This would be one of the latest dragons if they don't do it anytime soon.
Oh, definitely. Typically, dragons go down far earlier.
Right, we see
Standing on a ward
3%.
here, though.
You're not fooling anybody, guys, and they're pinged out by World Elite. I think they realize they have to make a move now, but this is World Elite mobilizing to try and stop this. Salme's in the top, not got teleport available, so the most they can have is 4 members, but they still have Go going, pushing on the bot side, and they're not sure about taking this.
They need to act now. I think it's really, does he have teleport? Is he available for this fight? Can he come in? But they need to respond to this tower being taken.
They're really taking their time about this. OMG will finally mobilize on that side. 4-man Dragon commences, and World Elite hesitant to take it. 5-man going to be with Cool coming in now. They should be able to take this one out for free. Well, they did pay a little bit for it. Tower took some damage in the top, and Salme couldn't finish it off. Nicely played by OMG.
Misstep from Salme, not recognizing where his cooldown was for that teleport right there. I feel like I keep giving him compliments, and then he just throws them away. Come on, Salme. Pick it up.
Yeah, he's trying. He's trying. He had to get the double door and start, and he does finally take it. So there we go. World Elite answering back with their turret. Actually looking to chase now. But Cool. It's already gone. Oh, he might be gone on the wrong side. I'll turn around there.
I was waiting for the statue out of the flag and drag.
Wait a minute. Every time I go in this bush, they might have seen me. I'm going to sweep it. And get it down.
Very early sweeper for the mid, if you think about it.
Yeah, actually both mids.
Prioritizing a lot of vision denial.
I've seen OMG use them a little bit better, though.
Talk about warding. Look at that blue buff jungle.
Yeah, that's quite a lot just to make sure you can see when the blue timer is. Axine trying to make moves, but he's on the wrong side of... Oh, the triple face check. Whoa, I'm out. Bye, guys. Son going forward with the Valkyrie. Phosphorus Bomb not going to connect. He is getting an ult off, though. And they can make moves onto this mid side now, as Ninja has to spend his ghost to get away. Oh, he narrowly avoids the cocoon, and the Mega Inferno Bomb connects, but not for enough damage. This could be the big push for OMG that they've been waiting for. Axine is there to defend. Will he be able to stop it? There's no minion wave available, though. He's smiting away.
Ninja has really been on top of these blue suede shoes. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get away from the last engagement where Go going picked him up with a Aurelia ult, but that time around, dodging the cocoon out, having his ghost available to him. Very good at dodging.
If World Elite, this is way too early, but if World Elite win Worlds, can we have like an Elvis skin for Twisted Fate?
Why?
Because of those blue suede shoes. That's fantastic.
Oh my goodness, please.
Yeah, delayed response.
I didn't even want to give it to you. I was like, oh no.
Oh, you have to. You have to give it to me eventually. Conan going to clear the waves in the mid. Ninja's back, but the pressure now is on OMG's side as they are continuing to push objectives very slowly. Dead even game in gold, though. This has been nicely answered back by World Elite, and they want to contest this. Blue buff, Drug staying around a little long, and he will get the smite off at the last second. Secures himself that buff steal, and he takes the Lantern to safety. Woo! Destiny coming in. He's looking for Cool, though, and he finds him. Gets the gold card off. No mana for Cool. Excuse me, he has all the mana. I completely missed that one. And Ninja won't be able to follow up with anything more than a red card.
Good satchel from Cool right there. I see what Ninja was trying to do. Conan obviously rushing over, trying to get involved with his Leona ultimate, but that was very close. Probably closer than Cool wanted that for comfort, but good turnaround.
It was really difficult to 1v1 a Ziggs, so he's got his work cut out for him.
Conan now on full roam mode.
Roaming Leona comes in once again. Whoa! Didn't expect that to come in on him, Ninja. We'll sweep it away. Hey, I think they saw me in this bush. Oh, look at that. Blue steal. Right back over to it. Maxine smites it away. They might be caught, though, on the wrong side of the Baron pick. Guys, it's not 15 minutes yet. There's no Baron here. Conan going to get hooked up, ignited away, and they'll be able to take that one down. Son getting himself the first kill of the game, or his first kill of the game, as they even up the total kill count. Take a tiny little lead, and they're looking to push on a mid-tower.
Classic World Elite. Check where Wei Xiao is on the map. Freezing the lane. Just farming with the Kog'Maw. Like you said, it's very reminiscent of what World Elite wants to do. They want to stall out. They want to give situations like this to Wei Xiao where he just gets to sit over for free in that bottom wave, farm up to his heart's content, and be that hyper carry late game, almost has his Trinity complete. The issue is that OMG recognizes this and they're forcing plays to happen.
Yeah, every single time they go in on something, they're entirely sure they can pick a kill out of it. There hasn't been any unnecessary risks taken from OMG's side as they continue to play it relatively safe while still making the plays they need. Now, the towers, they've only got 2 now. They're looking for this mid, but it's very well defended by World Elite, who frankly aren't giving too many openings. So it's been amazing to see OMG actually force what they have.
Definitely, and this is World Elite's game. This is the playstyle that they like to do. Slow it down, control the pace, wait for their hyper carries. Obviously, Kale, Kog'Maw, both in this game. Ticking time bomb, you cannot allow a game to go late. That said, they do have some threats of their own on OMG's side. Ziggs does very well late game. Corki, decent, not compared to a Kog'Maw. Aurelia, though.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
going be the answer to Intervention Kog'Maw? Intervention Kog'Maw on Wei Xiao.
Hard to say if you can get the burst down quicker. Going, if anybody can do it, it's definitely him. Plays a pretty mean any number of champions, and like you like to say, Aurelia, item dependent. When she gets up to that level, gets as scary as a Jax.
And of course, doing her own thing, free farming, being sure to stay off of the map when is it coming out for the CS to keep them guessing. They won't be able to see the teleport.
Yep, that is very good strategy. So Dragon going to come up in about a minute here. That has to be very hotly contested, because this is going to start swinging the gold lead in favor of whoever picks it up. OMG already possesses a slight lead on that count, but it could get really close. Whoa, San sees the flag and instantly Valkyrie is away, taking no chances whatsoever. And you see Axion trying to make some moves into this jungle to force anyone in the area away and set up Dragon for his team. Collapse coming in now for World Elite. However, they're being met by some armed resistance. OMG around the side. Can Corki dish the bombs back onto it? Whoa, Drug's going to find Axion around the side. Jungle fight's breaking out here, and they're looking to go back into the Dragon Pit. Whoa, he's hooked up, and they might be able to follow up just a minute. Wow, they didn't connect on any skill shots, though.
Cloud is... like, reads the future with these hooks. You want to talk about that Cassidy hook he had a few sets ago? That hook to find the Jarvan flag and drag over the wall, fantastic. You cannot let this guy have Thresh. I'm concerned for World Elite here. They've been doing a good job making sure that they haven't been caught out in a 5v5 situation, that it's very much skirmish-based, you know, taking picks here and there, but this is kind of do or die now, forced into the 5v5.
Skirmishing for the Dragon, they're trying to force them off here. Teleport coming in from Aurelia as she was already up in the top lane, farming happily away. That's a lot of AoE on OMG, and they want to disengage this one. They did manage to pick themselves up a Dragon, though. Maybe not. There's the intervention spent. Xiaomei's low, Axion's low, and it looks like San going in for it. It looks like they managed to take a couple of kills there. Wei Xiao Ninja on the run. Can Drug chase them down? It doesn't look like it, but everyone's a blinking health bar on the side of OMG. Staying alive, however.
And this is the issue. You cannot fight OMG. Their team fight is far superior ability than World Elite has right now. And unfortunately, they forced them into that position. They weren't able to disengage fast enough. And they also lost the Dragon. A fantastic smite steal from Drug right there. Got the Dragon, got the team fight advantage, and now looking at the tower.
I feel like World Elite just realizing that Aurelia was pushing top and they weren't giving any ground or getting any ground, just had to make a move, and they didn't make the right one. They went for the Dragon. They tried to zone with the Dragon, and it just got smite stolen. Drug came up big that time.
Definitely, OMG showing far greater creativity and adaptation will always be their strong suits. We talk about, again, over and over, the formula that the World Elite has to create success for them, and it started out strong this game. It looked like they were getting the exact type of game, the type of match that they wanted, but we talked about the Dragon is going to force the 5v5. Do they have any sort of disengagement for their team to continue to play this slow-paced game? They didn't, and they got punished.
I'm starting to question this Leona pickup, too. I know Conan loves to roam, but I don't think I've seen a single solar flare this game.
It has not worked out for him as it has in the past, and a majority of that is because they fumbled the early game because they couldn't find what lane they wanted to go into. And then Cloud with a very nice rotation up into the top lane to help out going, and that Thresh Aurelia versus Kog'Maw Leona matchup.
Fumble's a pretty good word. They sort of tried to get in position whenever OMG made the move, and that set the tone. World Elite was just sort of struggling to respond to everything that OMG did, and even though they managed to keep pace with it generally, it's kind of like a game of horse where your opponent just can't quite get the move exactly the way you did it.
See what they're able to do right here is they actually group up in the mid lane. They do have quite a bit of wombo combo behind them. Wei Xiao has his Trinity Force available to him, so definitely the power spike. This is typically when Wei Xiao's like, you know what, I completed my item. I'm good, guys. We can play the game.
Yeah, but you can see Cloud just hanging around the side, waiting for the moment that he can pull someone in with the hook. Such a dangerous combo, too. It's really, you look at this side of OMG, and they have so many weapons, so much AoE, And the hard engage is there for World Elite, but if they group up too much... Oh, here we go. Wei Xiao getting jumped in on by Cloud. Box going down, but the teleport now, as the Destiny comes around the side, they're giving Cloud up for dead. Miscommunication from OMG, and they have to disengage hastily. San in a dangerous spot in the jungle.
Huge play from Axiom right there to completely zone out the entire team of OMG. Like you said, left for dead is the way to put it. Cloud in the middle of 4 people, instantly blown up. And that's cannon fodder for Wei Xiao.
Guys, where we go? Oh, we're not going in. Uh-oh. Yeah, that was a rare miscommunication from OMG.
Kind of stuck between a pinch here, though. Are they going to find it?
I cannot believe how patient this game has been. Oh, San. Okay, uh-oh. Wow, he flashes away, but the Cataclysm's up. He's got nowhere to go. And Axiom coming up big that time with the help of Ninja.
Beautifully played by Ninja to flash the wall and instantaneously get the gold card. Cloud not paying attention, though.
He's running right into it. He auto-pass, and he misses the hook in the middle. OMG, just... They look like they have ADD right now.
Lack of communication, huge misstep from them. We'll see if World Elite can capitalize on it. Have to siege into the wave clear from Ziggs. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Falling back to their own jungle, trying to find different strength. These mid-tier towers still standing at 22 minutes.
I feel like this game is just going to go on and on and on, and then eventually, once we get up to like 40 or 50, it's going to be one of those crazy last-second fights that decides the entire game. After, like, no action.
I feel like I'm watching EU right now. What is this? 22-minute first-tier tower? There we go.
Yeah, that happened. It's not entirely EU. There hasn't been a Baron throw yet.
Ooh, shots fired.
Yeah, you're usually the one doing it. I had to take over for you this time, Frost. I'm pulling double duty.
Oh, no, Conan.
Oh, Conan! That was a mistake. That's why you don't face check bushes. He was going all for it. They take him down and make it look stylish.
Now for the rotation top, should get another free objective here. Ninja way out of position. That's their one anti-siege.
Yeah, I don't think they could stop this one. Tower number 4 is going to fall down in just a moment for OMG. 22 minutes into the game, they start to establish themselves a pretty decent lead. San, looking for the kite around Wei Xiao, wants to duel him out, but nothing doing for the time being. They both got Triforces, tons of damage all around, and it's actually going to be Wei Xiao getting the better of him.
Going, walking his way through the back of the tower.
That was way far out, but Cloud was there to save him. He does go. Going.
Gonna change
Does he have a theme song?
On the NA server to Go-Go's. I've decided.
Yeah, that's happening.
Put me in for the name change.
I would Go Gadget. Anyone else remember that show?
Too old.
Oh man.
No, I remember.
Feel really
it had
old.
like Penny and I want to say like Dr. Claw.
I think it was it was definitely Dr. Claw. And he was like one of those really crazy, like, I'll get you, Doctor, what, Inspector? It wasn't Doctor. He didn't have a doctor. He was Inspector Gadget. Wow.
He was pretty much an idiot.
Yeah. It was kind of how that whole formula played out. But he did have like a cool like look and like secret lair and everything too.
I think he just went full Doa.
I did pretty much. Speaking of ADD. Whoa, Cloud. He's getting caught up. Solar Flare's going to land. Cloud's going down. Sacrificial Lamb in this one. Conan getting poked out as well. Drug looking for the round. Turnaround. San, he's low as well. They're really zoning out everybody here as Axiom goes in, but Going says, I'll fight you in the cage. That's fine. Ninja around the side with the Destiny, and they pick off San. I'm not sure who's coming out better. Oh, wait. It's going to be World Elite for the time being. Bouncing Bomb's going to land, but Sao Mei is invincible for the next couple of seconds. That's okay. They'll follow him up. Cool is going to keep his cool and get himself a kill. But they're running towards the wrong base right now. Can they disengage? OMG with the missteps, and World Elite capitalizes, but it turns out okay.
Huge playmaker right there was Ninja and Wei Xiao to come around the back and really clean up that fight in World Elite's favor. Right now, though, like you said, on opposite sides, they're effectively proxy farming each other. Oh, going in.
Oh, man, that was pretty quick. And he goes right back with the Blade Surge. Ninja dodges out, and one more hit will do it as Going finishes the job. Cool has been so instrumental in these follow-up kills. His sustain is insane.
Cool and Going definitely showing some sweet moves right there, stalling out that fight long enough.
I think we broke the game.
That was insane. The fact that they stalled long enough for Cloud to die. respawn, walk back, get involved in the back half of that fight.
Yeah, this is looking pretty good for OMG. I mean, all things considering, that was one of the best things that could have happened for World Elite. And then they let a few more members die on the follow-up. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's Salme just saying, all right, I quit. I'm done.
Throws his headset down.
Yeah.
Salme hasn't had the best set. Obviously, the first set gets camped very heavily. Second set, World Elite does a good job slowing the game down. But still, 0-2 and 3. Haven't seen too many clutch interventions. But Ninja, much better performance on Twisted Fate than the first time I've seen it.
Yeah, that was a really big step up from his last performance. But you mentioned he had just gotten off the plane, hadn't had any time to practice. You got to expect him to do better when he's been playing with the team in the house for a while. So World Elite, they are finding their synergy, but OMG is not giving them an inch. They have just capitalized on every single play they've made, turned it into a tower, turned it into a dragon, and they find themselves up about 4,000 gold, even though World Elite is doing everything they can to keep pace.
The issue, though, is that they're playing World Elite's game. World Elite is still doing a great job making sure that, you know, the pace of the game is slowed down, that they're finding the engagements that they want to fight. It's not too often that World Elite, especially this time around compared to the last set, is being picked out. They're not being caught like they were. It's getting to the point where if they stall this game out long enough, it's going to come down to that one big team fight. And who are you going to put your money on? Obviously, OMG has shown superior team fighting coordination, although that last set, Ninja and Wei Xiao came up huge. But you're still competing against Kale and Kog'Maw late game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Wei Xiao, he is the ultimate showdown kind of guy. He wants to have this big flashy fight where he can show off his stuff. So if it comes down to it, as long as their positioning is good, it's still going to be a hell of a fight for OMG.
Waiting for Salme, of course, to get back into this game.
Yep, disconnects will happen from time to time. We get to see the lovely fans in the meanwhile. A lot of OMG fans in the audience. They got those thunder sticks. They don't want to show their faces, though.
They have the reputation of being the hardest working team in China.
Mm-hmm. Also a pretty cool nickname, too, the Men in Black.
The gangsters of China.
The gangsters. Not in the triad, are they? That'd be scary if you lose to them and they knock on your door and be like, hey. Or if you win, excuse me, if you beat them, someone shows up in the dead of night and be like, you're going to lose your next game against OMG, all right?
There's all those commercials, you know, where like poor Pomelo is punching on the punching bag or they're running on the treadmill.
Now they're training for something or other, right?
Hopefully we'll see if this pays off and they can finally take a 2-0 over World Elite as well as first place. That said, World Elite plays more games this weekend than anyone else. So
Have a lot of chances.
Yeah, they've got a lot of chances to even the score. If not here, then against other teams later down the road.
Yeah, they definitely have a lot of shots this weekend in particular, but that means that their opponents will have a lot more going forward. If they lose 0-2 here, what does that do for their morale?
We'll see how they tilt. Again, I think people are starting to figure out the formula that World Elite uses to make themselves strong.
Feed the Wei Xiao.
Feed the Wei Xiao, which seems really obvious, but for some reason they keep getting away with it.
Yeah, World Elite might be... We were comparing NA teams, I think, before this all happened. I want to call them like the CLG now, because they're just... I mean, more than any other team, they're definitely about the ADC. Maybe EDG, but EDG is pretty good in all roles, so...
No, I would kind of agree with that. I feel like CLG does a good job slowing pace down,
Whoa!
but Axing going in.
Makes something happen. Finds Cool and burns his flash. Solar Flare not going to land on anybody. Repel coming up, and they are hastily trying to disengage, or are they? Cloud wants to come back in. Megan, Inferno Bomb getting everybody low. Going says, are we going in? I don't know. Hooking back to Conan, and they will be able to take him down. Everyone else on World Elite finds something around the side. Son! He was in a bad spot, and they trade poorly on the side of OMG. Now they think twice about going in on this one.
It's not over yet.
Oh, it's not. Ninja, he's getting dove by Going. Will go down here. Yes, he will. Going. Getting the kill as Axine not around the side. Cool. We'll pick him up. Yeah, even when it looked good for World Elite. Oh, it's still looking good for them. That is one more living artillery. And Going dodges it out. Oh, wow. There's fancy footwork if I ever saw it.
All-star members of that team fight. It looked so good for World Elite, but a huge Mega Inferno Bomb took effectively everyone down to past half health. Then Going comes in huge on the back half of that, not only getting the fancy footwork to outmaneuver Wei Xiao and his Kog'Maw, picks up the kill on, I believe it was the support. I think it was Conan and Ninja respectively. So Going and Cool keeping their team in.
Yeah, Son really made the blunder there by going over the wall with the Valkyrie. Had flash available, didn't spend it to get out because he got bursted down too quick.
Was that Name on Corky there with the Valkyrie forward?
Oh boy, those are some shots fired big time. But look at Wei Zhao. The difference between the ADCs at this point is pretty substantial, even though one's sitting on an eye edge and the other has a Bork. Because Wei Zhao has stayed alive throughout this entire thing, the only one aside from going not to die, and they're banging to bank on it heavily. Son runs into Axine, gets slapped in the head. Now he goes back in. I don't know what he's thinking here. Conan's going to be able to lock him around the side, but he Valkyries up over the wall to keep himself alive. Still, Son has not had the greatest positioning this game.
Definitely not. Playing very risky kind of his positioning. Oh, okay. This is going to be the recap.
Yeah, looks like it. Axine goes in. Oh, there's the jump onto Cool. That's what starts the whole thing. And Cool waits a few seconds before deciding he wants to flash away. Solar Flare gets zoned out. Ninja goes forward. Gold card, but the repel is going to stop him from stunning it up too much. And they go, and there's the Mega Inferno Bomb. That's why you don't fight in the jungle against the Ziggs. And they all try to go in. Cloud staying alive. Conan bursted down. And World Elite just didn't decide where they wanted to go. Here's where San makes a mistake. He can't get out in time. Gets blown up before he can take the Lantern out. And then we keep on going as Axine flashing over, realizing that might have been a poor decision. And Ninja getting poked out by Going. And that's pretty much the whole fight until, well, Axine goes down there. We're going to see Going in his great escape. Ah, run away. Oh, yeah, that guy was surprised. That was pretty much my face.
Obligatory crowd shots.
Can definitely make some GIF-worthy ones out of that one.
Photoshop battles. LPL edition.
Oh, God. That would be the realest of real. Okay, this is a pretty big death brush. And we get another crowd shot as the pause comes in. Oh, no. More issues for Salme? No, this time it's Wei Zhao. They need him in the game.
He looks so focused and tense. Or is
kind of
that you look across the side to San, who just looks bored?
Guys, do we win already?
He's texting, just took a drink.
Got those orange glasses, too.
Wei Zhao has a reputation of being a very serious player, which is why a lot of people like him with Conan, because Conan is so silly and so goofy. Has really started to lighten Wei Zhao up.
Oh, wow, you can get an Adidas OMG jersey? I want one of those.
Sign me up.
Please. That was really cool. It's like blue and yellow, too. I don't know what the sign is, or what the picture is. It's kind of blurred for me. Whatever it is, she's really excited about it.
I believe it's with one of the players. I can't tell if it's San.
They're really excited about that.
There we go. Okay,
Alright, we're back in game. Hey guys, are we still bush camping? Yes. Shh, don't tell anybody. Uh-oh, we're leaving now. Okay. I like to narrate what goes on.
I can tell. You must be really fun at like drive-ins, you know, where people watch the movies without sound and they just make up the dialogue.
No, everyone usually hits me on the head with the newspaper.
Oh, really?
And they tell me to shut up. It's not very nice.
Oh, but look, Salme in the bottom lane playing with his teleport on a split push Kale. Imagine that. Color me surprised.
You know, he's not even got the Hurricane yet. He's honestly pretty far behind in items at this stage of the game. It's 30 minutes and he's got one completed. He's going for the Rylai's. Yeah, that's interesting. I guess he doesn't like the Hurricane build.
Oh, I think he does. I just think he's trying to prioritize tankiness for his team because things have not really worked out in their favor, although. Here comes San, moseying down, although not quite sure why they sent down San. Should be going.
He's too busy clearing out wards in the Baron pit. It's okay, he's got to go fast, back to mid lane.
OMG here, they have to look to force an engagement. They can't afford to let World Elite continue to play their game. They do not want to play with this 4-0-1 Kog'Maw in about 10 minutes. Issue is now trying to utilize Baron or a bush camp to find that 5v5 engagement. And then to not blunder the engagement itself, as I feel like they've kind of been, you talk about San being out of position, miscommunication, people walking in front of cooldowns that they don't necessarily need to.
Yeah, it is really weird how they're spending that a lot earlier than they actually need to take. Cool, thought he got one more hit, but he gets the bouncing bomb off, gets his blue buff. Everyone's just going to go into their jungle at this point. There's not a lot to take except this dragon, and OMG has that on the lockdown, so recognizing something is available, immediately picking it up. But still, oh wow, pinging on the Baron side. Axine recognizing this is his chance to clear things out. Get some vision covered. Ooh, that's a sweet 60 gold in his pocket.
They're losing, what, 200 gold right there? They pick up the dragon, but that pretty much...
Yeah, they have to pick up a couple more pink wards just to do that. I mean, dragon is probably worth it still, but they didn't need to send that many people to deal with it. And now World Elite is setting up the Death Bush. Oh, this is dangerous. Is Cloud going to check into it? Oh, he almost... And yes, he does. He's bursted down. Drug now slowed down. And that was a clutch satchel charge to keep Drug alive. He's ignited for all of his trouble anyways. But a nice pick kill by World Elite.
This is what OMG needed to do. World Elite beats him to the punch, does it fabulously, like you said. That clutch satchel, though, pretty much saved the Baron. If Drug had gone down there, I'm pretty sure they would have tried to at least bait it, although very risky against Ziggs.
Yeah, it was a nice save. So OMG stays alive as far as the Baron fight is concerned. They are pretty heavily in the lead, but they have yet to translate that into too many towers. And again, the later game, definitely scaling in favor of World Elite. They need to set some fights up now. They have Cloud back, and they look to zone it out. Wei Xiao walks right in to the bouncing bomb. He's not sure if he wants to fight anymore.
I'm actually surprised that Drug didn't go hard on the paint with that, with Wei Xiao waddling across that ramp right there.
It's tanky at least, too.
Yeah, they're trying to prioritize the tower, pushing up, trying to force World Elite into a bad misposition.
They have to do something quick. Sao Mei is pushing down that top one in pretty hard right now. Actually has his Riley's already completed. Ooh, big ult connects from San. They should be able to take this tower out, but still, it's going to answer to second tier for second tier. Kale still pushing in the bot side. They're looking for the first inhibitor tower. Oh, cool! We have a window within a window. It's a window for ants. He's actually just sitting in the bush. I'm not really sure why. He could be pushing this in. There he goes. There's the E. Oh, going. Careful not to get caught up. One more hit on the tower is going to do it. Teleport in. That's going to be a big solar flare lands, and Axine goes in onto San. Half his health bar is gone, just like that, but they still managed to clean up Cloud before. Big Inferno Bomb coming up big. Cool. Gets himself a kill. Ninja, he's trying to run away from this one. Cards are flying left and right, and this has gone all sorts of wonky. Cool and Ninja dueling it out on our screen. Zany's Hourglass. Bouncing Bomb is all he's going to need, and he gets it. The trade 1-for-1. Meanwhile, the fight is shifted all the way up top as Going, the only member alive on the side of OMG, and World Elite coming up big, but it was a pretty near trade.
Ninja came up huge that fight. More so, again, San blunders his positioning, walks into a wild card to kill himself. Can we talk about the clutch Zanyas, though? From cool to dodge the dot damage from the red buff there to trade the shutdown bonus. Fantastic, but bigger problem, Wei Xiao Sao Mei completely left untouched, which means that they're going to transfer this team fight into an objective.
6-0 Cog, that's no good for OMG as they take down first tier mid turret. I mean, they still got pressure on their side. That was the last mid-tier standing for OMG, and they have double the towers at this point. But now Baron becomes a very real possibility. We'll see this team fight again.
Damage of a beautiful solar flare, but the damage from the Mega Inferno Bomb as well. Again, fantastic. He's gonna hit the back here on Wei Xiao and Conan in a second.
That's the only thing that kept this fight from going completely out of control. Bam. Yep, boom. Big time for Cool. And then you see Going and Drug around the side. They'll almost finish up Conan. Will flash over. Going on the chase. Can he get going fast enough? No, he can't. And then there's the duel of the mid laners. That was the most awesome Zanyas I've seen in a long time.
San must be kicking himself, though. Walked right into the wild card to give him the double kill.
Yeah, here we go. The Baron fight getting set up. Still, World Elite has to be careful to try and take this one. Waves are pushing. Mid lane is really under pressure right now since it's an open inhibitor.
Yeah,
and you see Ninja
Baron.
backing.
Ooh,
ooh, Going, stop this. Oh, he does. He panics for just a second. Going, finds Ninja and stuns him up. He has got a gold card, gets his destiny, and he gets out just by the skin of his teeth.
Going misused his stun right there. Should have saved it for the teleport. Good play by Ninja again. But this is why you gank the teleport, so things like that don't happen.
Still takes him out of the fight for a minute.
They're trying to swing pressure since Ninja's out of position there to take a free bot tier tower.
They might be able to do it. They have the burst potential here, and here comes the minion wave to tank it up. It's already at half health, and that's going to be pretty much for free, you're right. Nicely done by OMG once again, capitalizing on every little move they make. Baron, still not happened in this entire series. If you'd have told me that between OMG and World Elite, there wouldn't be a Baron 36 minutes into the second game, I would have called you a liar.
The meta has involved both these teams very patient. They understand, you know, we need to prioritize the objectives. Far better
Change
grasp
is good.
of the of the map pressure meta game.
Yeah, this is actually a really high-level strat compared to what we usually see out of some of the LPL teams. Compare that to like our earlier set, LGD and World Elite Academy.
Shots
Team
fired.
Deathmatch. I mean, it's not that it was
No,
bad, it was
I
worse or
agree.
anything. It's just different. Whoa, Cloud finds himself a ninja. Zanya's Hourglass already out of that one, and they want to go in for that one. Cloud with the flash. Oh my goodness, Ninja staying alive with the intervention, but San will clean him up anyways. Going pretty far forward now. Conan tanking the front line, but for how long? Armor Shred going in, and that's going, getting himself a kill. Axine locking up the rest of OMG, but this is still a dangerous fight for them. Valkyrie over, and it's going to be yet another kill going over in favor of San, and they clean it up. Oh, big ace coming out. Although they answered back, and with his dying breath, Wei Zhao gets himself his 8th kill of the game. Oh, the BM Zanya is cool. Keeping his cool. This is probably going to be game number 2 here. OMG looking so strong. Out-rotating, taking safe engages, and taking little advantages for big gains as OMG 2-0ing their series against World Elite. Whoa, Frostgrin. This shakes up the standings a little bit.
OMG solidifying themselves as the best team in LPL like they were last split, like they are this time around. Again, more BM from Cool. See if he can get himself. Nope. Okay, there we go. More importantly, I think this goes back to exactly what you were talking about earlier. World Elite did a good job stalling out the game. However, the game was going to come to a point where it was going to have to clash head-to-head. OMG had come out majority of the time ahead, superior team fighting ability, and that's effectively what happened right there at the end. Cloud traded himself for Ninja, fantastic trade, take that any day of the week, the support for the Fed 80 carry, for the Fed AP carry, snowballed the team.
Oh yeah, came up big this time, and Cloud making the necessary sacrifice. Wei Zhao managed to get the last shot in at the very end of it all, but he just could not carry the weight of the team, and really the teamwork looks so much better from OMG. That was amazingly played. So next week, of course, next week, tomorrow, what are we talking about? Same time, of course,
Tomorrow.
It's going to be World Elite. Once again, having another chance to show off their stuff against Young Glory, team they should find a little bit easier, and after that set, EDG will face off against Invictus Gaming. I'm pretty excited to see that one.
Unfortunately, we won't be casting it, though. It'll be our lovely friends with Games in Asia, Rapid Casting, and Nero. So
Integrate if you want to get completely technical. But guys, please tune in. It will be a great set, and we will be, of course, signing off right here. That is all for us. That is all for this evening. So go home, go to bed, get up in the morning, and do whatever you want to do. Whatever time zone you're in. You've been watching the LPL in English. Of course, I'm Pyrotechnic. She is Frostgrin. We're brought to you by Esports Heaven and Games in Asia. Guys, we hope you had a great time. GG and good night.